Our client needs are increasingly shaped, especially by regulatory complexity and the demand with regard to ESG integration and digital transformation.
Today, I have the pleasure to welcome in the studio Torsten Ries, who is the CEO of VP Fund Solutions. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Jerome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you here. So can you maybe present in a few words VP Fund Solutions?
Yes. So VP Fund Solutions is a part of VP Bank Group, which is called Asset Servicing. And we provide comprehensive services as Manco, AFM, as well as central administration, transfer agency, and corporate services to a wide range of clients, like, for instance, institutional investors, asset managers, or family offices. VP Bank, in its function in the various locations, rounds up that service with depository services. And with our experience of roughly 25 years, we specialize in tailored solutions. And one of our unique selling points is, on the one hand, the one-stop shop, but we offer all services also on a modular basis, which is required to operate a fund from advice through day-to-day service until the liquidation or the termination of the fund.
So basically you have the full value chain from the birth to the death of the fund, but people can also just pick and choose.
Yes, they can pick and choose. So it's either the one-stop shop or they can choose whether they would like to really mandate us for the full range of services or on a modular basis, which gives, of course, more flexibility to the strategy of the fund promoter. Whereas the one-stop shop solution is quite cost efficient and very efficient in itself. The tailored solutions on a modular basis is indeed more flexible.
How many people do you have in Luxembourg in total? Because I remember you were Avenue de la Liberté for a while.
Yes.
And then a few years ago you moved to those huge offices in Kirchberg, in the same building as a very famous green bank.
That's absolutely true, and we don't need to provide the name of the owner of the building, but indeed we changed 2018. At that time, we have been 100 people approximately in total. Today, together with the depository bank, we are 150, whereas approximately 55 people are of VP Fund Solutions. And finally, and at the end, this is one important aspect, we are backed by VP Bank Group, which is owned by 3 anchor shareholders for many, many years now. And we have a financial stability of our group, and we offer our clients with that reliability, innovation, and cross-border fund servicing capabilities.
Yeah, and I think it's well known that among your shareholders, you've got some industrial families. So there's a full alignment between your shareholders, who are not just private equity, profit-driven, but more long-term visions and a very strong entrepreneurial culture on your shareholders, but also for your clients.
That's absolutely correct. And I think I can name then, it's on the one side the Hilti family.
The tools?
The tools, the drilling machines, exactly. Then it's the Marxer Stiftung. The Marxer Stiftung is a family based in Liechtenstein as well, which used to have a bank on their side. And finally, it's the foundation of the founder. And those 3 anchor shareholders hold approximately 2/3 of the voting rights. So therefore, we have a very stable shareholder amongst our total shareholders. So this gives us stability to plan and our strategy for the future.
Okay, so we see in the news there's a lot of instability, change. I don't need to name all the things we read in the press every day. So I'm pretty sure this is impacting a lot the needs of your clients. So how are these needs changing, and how are you adapting to these new requirements?
Our client needs are increasingly shaped, especially by regulatory complexity and the demand with regard to ESG integration and digital transformation. And this is a very Important point. We continuously adapt ourselves by investing in scalable technology on the one side, trying to enhance, for instance, our reporting capabilities, for instance, or expanding our ESG services to support also the sustainable investment strategies of our clients.
So if I follow you well, your investors would like to have the same experience when they invest as they do when they travel. They would like to see on a dashboard how green their investment is, the performance, even though sometimes it's illiquid investment, they want to get a valuation in real time, I would imagine.
Exactly. So we try to build up a system where they can create their own report.
Okay.
So they can choose basically the modules of their reporting, and they should be able to look at that at the time they prefer to have it. So if they want to look over their mobile to the performance of their fund, they should be able to do that.
Exactly.
Or if they want to have just a risk or just a fund reporting tool, they can have that over our platform then online. And that's basically where we want to go.
Yeah, it's true that everybody is now booking an apartment or hotel online or a flight, and it's totally normal for everybody. I don't remember the last time I went in a travel agent, but banking and investment remains paper-based, very slow. So I imagine here you need to invest a lot and very fast to match this. What are the other needs? So ESG, digitization, what else?
What they look as well for is close collaboration.
Okay.
So what they don't want to see is being a ticket in a big industry fabric-like hall. This is what they don't want to see. So we want to make sure that we keep ourselves proactive rather than reactive. So, and by aligning our operations with our clients' needs, whether be it through cross-jurisdictional structuring or digital reporting tools, we try to remain a trusted partner to our clients in this changing landscape. What we also see is that the clients have a desire for stable ownership. We talked about that a minute ago.
Okay.
Because there are some competitors in the market where we see changing ownership structures. And this is something we would like to offer to them, because this is their need: stability, low fluctuation, reliability,
And long-term perspective.
and a long-term perspective. And with VP Bank Group in our back, this is possible. And this is what we can offer to our clients in order that they can pursue long-term goals and strategies, and that also clients can plan with us their future. And this is a need we see quite often in the market, as things like NAV calculation has become a commodity. So therefore, we try to fit that need of our clients.
So if I understand properly, there's two main keywords. It's reliability,
Yes.
of course, and it's predictability.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is where we can differentiate ourselves a bit to the market here in Luxembourg, and we see that this is quite appreciated by our clients.
So what is the vision of VP Fund Solution for the next 5 years?
As well, we need and want to grow. We want to grow ambitiously. However, for us, this also means that we want to develop our mid and back office at the same time, in the same extent. So growth at the expense of quality is an option which is definitely nothing for us. So that's an absolutely no-go. So the close contact with our clients and our solution orientation is absolutely key and of particular importance to us. So this is one part of our strategy, is really the growth ambition for the next 5 years.
By staying true to your DNA, which is only long-term matters.
Which is only long-term matters, and we try to do that organically. However, looking at opportunities is also something we do. But the strategic goal is to grow organically, slowly, which is also backed by our mother company.
Of course.
However, at the same time, we want to strengthen our position as a cross-border fund service provider. as said, with a focus on sustainability and innovation. So our digital capabilities will be one of our strategic goals within the next 5 years, to enhance those capabilities in all functions, be it in fund accounting, reporting, or transfer agency. What we also plan to do is to deepen our presence in the European core markets, which is for us Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and the Scandinavian countries. However, we try to remain flexible, and we want, of course, to keep personalized services.
I think the difficulty here for you is to implement your growth plan without disrupting the quality of service and the activity of your clients.
That's absolutely correct, and this includes investing a lot of money.
Of course.
Which will then be, of course, off cost of our balance sheet. However, to keep the quality and at the same time develop our capabilities, this is necessary and, in my view, something we must do. There is no option around that.
Okay, very good. What about the type of offers that you are proposing to your clients? Are they evolving?
So our offers normally should be, and this is what we definitely want to keep, is our one-stop shop offering, because this is something which is not available at the Luxembourg market in the same extent when it used to be some years ago. So this is fading away. On the other side, the modular offering gives more flexibility to some of our clients. So this is the second goal we want to have. So at one point, offer the one-stop shop solution, and at the same time a flexible modular solution to those who it is important, is definitely a part of our offering.
Yeah, and of course, when people start with one module, you grow with them. They start with this, and as they grow, they refocus on the core business, and you implement more modules through their own value chain.
Exactly, and they can choose if they would like to add a module at a later point of time, or if they want to keep it like that.
Very good.
And there is one last point I want to mention, and this is that we want to be and to stay an employer of choice. What does that mean? That means that we think that the service business at the end thrives on well-trained people with a very strong and high level of service quality. And we want to offer such people an environment of one side innovative and flexibility, on the other side a very exciting environment, in order to keep what we already have, and that means excellent employees.
Yeah, and we know that in Luxembourg right now it's harder to find a good employee than it is to find good clients, which of course is a problem of wealthy people, I would imagine. But I would like to wish you a very good growth in the coming years, and thank you for coming in the studio.
Thank you, Jérôme. As usual, it has been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.